Miami didn't just give us another race. It revealed where the entire 2026 season is heading. The hierarchy has shifted, from Mercedes' serious pace to young drivers stepping up, and teams still struggling with consistency. It was a masterclass. Here are 6 critical things the Miami Grand Prix just exposed about the future of Formula One in 2026. This is the new reality. The energy was electric, but underneath the glamour, the technical battle was more intense than we've ever seen before. Let's dive into the data. Point number 1. The silver arrows are no longer just a memory. Mercedes are truly back in the hunt. Mercedes, this isn't a one-off anymore. They've now shown consistent, title-winning pace across multiple race weekends. The car looks stable, predictable and fast in both qualifying trim and heavy fuel race conditions. It's a technical triumph. What's different? Better tyre management, strong race pace, and finally clean execution from the pit wall under pressure. This is the first time in the current regulations where Mercedes actually looks like a cohesive, title-winning organisation again. The W Series finally has the aerodynamic balance it needs, but the real question is, can they keep this momentum? Their new floor design seems perfectly suited for the Miami heat and those long, demanding, high-energy straights. It's a warning shot to the rest of the grid. Mercedes is no longer just chasing, they are hunting the leaders. The correlation between their simulator data and the track performance is finally one-to-one. That's a scary thought for rivals. Which brings us to point 2, the changing of the guard. The new generation hasn't just arrived, they've taken over. Young drivers are no longer just here to learn, they are here to win, and they are doing it with clinical precision. Drivers like Antonelli are showing incredible confidence under pressure and a level of racecraft that defies their age. Their smart decision-making in high-stakes moments is what's truly setting the new grid balance this season. This isn't about the future anymore. This is happening right now, in every qualifying session and every race lap. We are witnessing a seismic shift in power. The veterans are being forced to find new levels of speed just to keep up. The technical mastery these youngsters show with complex 2026 energy management systems is absolutely staggering. The hierarchy is being rewritten by drivers who haven't even seen their 20th birthdays. It's a new era for the sport. They aren't just fast, they're technical. They understand the car's DNA as well as the engineers do. But while the youth are rising, point 3 focuses on the giants. Ferrari are still in the fight, but something is missing. They have the raw speed, there is no doubt about that. The SF series is a qualifying monster, but when it comes to race consistency, strategy, and clinical execution, they're just slightly behind the curve. In Formula One, slightly behind is the difference between winning and watching someone else celebrate on Sunday. The Tifosi are waiting for that one perfect weekend, where the car, the driver, and the strategy finally align perfectly. They need to bridge that operational gap before the championship points become mathematically impossible to recover. The raw potential is there, but the hurdle of perfection is one they haven't quite cleared yet this year. For the Scuderia, the clock is ticking. Miami was a harsh reminder of the immense work still left to do in the factory. They are close, but in 2026, close is simply not enough. You need to be perfect to beat this field. Point 4, the McLaren paradox. They showed flashes of absolute brilliance in Miami, but consistency remains the enemy. One session they looked like the fastest car on the grid. The next session, they seem to completely drop off the pace. The car has massive potential, but it's clear that the operating window for this setup is incredibly narrow. Until they can widen that setup window, they won't be regular race winners. It's a technical puzzle. The MCL series is a rocket when it's in the sweet spot, but it's a handful when the track temperature shifts. If they can figure out how to keep those tyres in the window for a full race distance, they are a serious threat. Communicating those balance shifts to the pit wall in real time is becoming their biggest challenge this season. In this 2026 field, you can't afford to spend half the race finding your feet. You have to be on it from lap 1. The talent is there, the car is there, but the consistency is the final piece of the McLaren puzzle. Even in the high-tech era of 2026, point 5 reminds us, strategy is still absolutely everything. Miami proved it once again. Tyre calls matter. The difference between a win and a loss was often a single lap. Pit timing matters. Track position matters. Some teams gained massive positions purely through smarter calls. Others lost everything with one wrong decision. In this era, pure engine speed alone isn't enough anymore. The data crunchers in the back room are just as important as the drivers in the cockpit. It's a collective victory. In Miami, we saw a literal chess match at 300 kilometers per hour, and the best minds took the trophies. One perfectly timed overcut or undercut can be the difference between a podium and finishing out of the points. This year, the team with the most advanced algorithm and the bravest strategists might just take the world title. The race isn't just won on the asphalt, it's won in the cloud, in the data, and in the timing of the pit calls. And finally, point 6, the biggest takeaway of all. This 2026 season is wide open. We don't have a dominant team anymore. We don't have a predictable winner. And that is exactly what we needed. Instead, we have multiple contenders, different car strengths per track, and genuine uncertainty every weekend. Honestly, that's the best thing for Formula One. The unpredictability is what makes this sport the pinnacle. The fans are the real winners here. Every race is a blank slate, a new drama waiting to unfold before our eyes. We haven't seen competition this fierce since the dawn of the hybrid era. It's truly anyone's game this year. Miami was just the beginning. The story of 2026 is still being written, lap by lap, corner by corner. The technical gap is closing, and the driver talent is at an all-time high. This is the golden era. Whatever happens next, one thing is certain. Formula One in 2026 is going to be a wild, unpredictable ride. So the question is, who do you think wins the 2026 title? Let me know your technical analysis in the comments. Make sure to follow for more deep dives and technical masterclasses. I'll see you at the next Grand Prix.